I wish I could, but I haven't got any kind of memory at all. Like I don't even remember what I was doing this time last week. Never mind. First time I played Fabric, it was probably about 6 years ago or something. I don't know, and I don't remember. I mean, there's about 3 times as many tracks that I requested that didn't come through. But that was a challenge for me with this Fabric mix. Is like my style of DJing is like normally to play 3 times as much music in that period of time than I could legally put on a CD.
So boiling it down was
yeah. So I mean, boiling it down was like the challenge, and it was something that I quite enjoyed actually, to try and find a way to make it interesting, because it's not my style to just play a record and watch it go around for 3 minutes. I have to like do something.
Yeah, of course.
So what I ended up doing with the Fabric mix was doubling up on stuff, you know, like creating weird remixes of things, like scratching, just anything to keep it interesting. Favourite scene in any movie? Okay. Oh god. Like I could probably narrow it down to like The Big Lebowski. But I don't know if I could say what scene. It's just too hard.
That is really hard one.
Okay, the dream sequence in The Big Lebowski.
Very good choice.
Oh brother, where art thou?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you ever get to incorporate that into your sets?
Totally, yeah. Like I've done a whole How to Cut and Paste Country and Western edition.
Oh really? Is that coming out soon? Or is that
it's basically like, I tried to bring it out legally, but all the country artists are just like, I don't understand this, no. So I'm going to have to find another way to get it out there. But yeah, that incorporates some of the music from my brother that are out there. Totally, I mean that's like right up my street. Obviously, with all the work I'm doing with the movie scratching and like taking parts of movies and scratching them up and mixing them together, I think the logical way forward eventually for me is going to have to be soundtracking a movie of some kind. Two weddings. Yeah, it was like the first half an hour I played at the first wedding. I was like, I got it totally wrong. I was like, I just did what I would do in a club because that's what I know how to do, and I fast realised like this doesn't work at a wedding. At a wedding you have to play like the whole record. You have to play disco. You have to play stuff that people know for every song. So as soon as you get your head around that, I did it. But it's easy.
Did you get to play the record for the couple's first dance?
No, I luckily didn't have to do that.
If you had the choice, what would you choose?
Probably some kind of thrash metal. Like 90% of them. There's some really dreadful ones, but it's like anything. It's like hip hop these days as well. It's like 90% of it is dreadful. You just got to kind of find the stuff that bubbles up and the stuff that's worth actually playing. Bad bootlegs, oh god, like, the worst thing about like bad bootlegs is people choose the same songs again and again. There was that whole period where everyone did like a Missy Elliott one, or like, you know, it's just do something interesting and new.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And do you have a personal favourite?
Favourite bootleg?
Yeah.
They kind of, they change with time. At the moment I'm really into this one, which is kind of mixes the Tetris music with Brazilian Friday funk.
Nice.
I thought that was a pretty good blend.
Did that get sent to you? Is that something you stumbled across?
I stumbled across it. I'm trying to think. Actually, I keep thinking back to the country music thing at the moment, just because we mentioned it earlier. But one of my favourites is to do Johnny Cash and mix it in with Schoolie D, like this old school kind of 80s hip hop.
We've got to hear this now. We've got to find some way of getting this out.
Come and see me play. I play it a lot. The most ridiculous subgenres. Okay, there was this one. Played in a club once, and I went in to check out the other room. I can't remember where it was. It was like somewhere in the West Country. And we went in this like small room in the club, and they were playing this music, which just basically went like constantly. And I was like, "What do you call this?" And they called it like speedcore or something. I've got a short attention span anyway, but for all these kind of musical genres, I kind of find something to appreciate in them, but then I have to move on quickly. It's like I play some dubstep when I DJ as well, but like after 10 minutes of dubstep, I'm like, I don't want to hear anything.
That's fair.
Bismarcky.
Why?
Yeah, he's like, kind of epitomises everything I love about hip hop.
A bit of humour as well.
An incredible sense of humour. He's all about the entertainment. He's got skills. He makes funky beats. Just rocking. And then closer to that, Big Daddy Kane. Not seriously, no. I tried rapping funnily.
And the results?
Pretty funny, but for the wrong reasons. Oh man, I've done some crazy, done some really far out there things. Like the most amazing one was the premiere of the Star Wars movie.
Oh wow!
And it was at the Grand Prix in Monaco, and it had the cast of all the movie there, and George Lucas was there and everything. That was like our best gig ever.
I thought we said no Star Wars questions.
Yeah, sorry.
And any others? Any that were weird and wrong for kind of all the wrong reasons?
Oh yeah, like I've done gigs in. Oh yeah, okay, this one.
That's cool.
I did one in 80-foot inflatable tea bag for Tetley's tea. Always get requests when I'm playing, and if it's something that I've got and I want to play, I say yes, and if it isn't, I say no.
What do you say if they say, have you got any R&B or something like that?
I just, honesty is the best policy. Like, if someone says to me, have you got any R&B, I'll say like, yeah, I do. I've got and I tell them what I've got, and if I want to play it, I will do.